Johnson. This is when we tune in. Let's get this work done, you guys. We got work to do, right? Refine ourselves. We have to renew ourselves. This broadcast is about personal development. I'm here. You should be here. I'm here with purpose. I show up for purpose. I have a reason to be here. I think you should have a reason to be here too. For all those that needs to know, we're going live right now on YouTube at Adonis Johnson, as well as on Facebook. Listen, I want to break this thing down. I want to give us something that we can actually think about. If I changed the narrative, it will help us to think a little bit different. For many of us, we're trying to level up. For many of us, we trying to go places we ain't never been. But unfortunately, there's no help, right? There's no help. There's no one to assist you. There's no support. You are the help. For some of you, you are the bag up. For some of you, you have to hang up out of your situation and call yourself and pick up, right? You are your defender. For many of us, we have to wear both hats. We got to be good cop and bad cop, even when it comes down to our day-to-day affairs. Many of us can't handle this right now. Unfortunately, there's going to always be somebody that's trying to yank at you, pull at you, disturb, stir up the community. I'm already locked and loaded. First and foremost, I want to greet all you guys with nothing but peace and love. That's why I come. Peace and love, peace and blessings. That's what I bring to the table. I believe what you bring is what you build. For many of us, you give a little, you get a little. You give a lot, you get a lot. Make sure you watch who you give your attention to. I need you to focus on yourself right now. I want to thank you guys for the ones that actually understand what I'm here to do. Every time is not going to be about you. Sometimes it's going to be about someone else. You might not get what it is you desire to get, but you will be entertained by something. Listen to me, you guys. Ground yourself today, right? Tune in and just stay focused on what we come here to do, right? Everybody don't come for the right reasons. I want to thank everybody that reached out, gave me the 411, the text I recommend. And I want to let you know that there's going to always be foolishness. You know what I mean? Anything that's positive going to draw negative to it. But if you give that your attention, right, then it's going to lead you. I'm here for an assignment. I'm here for a purpose. I'm here to give you the information. I believe I can connect with leaders, right? So I only look for leaders. I step to the forefront as a leader. That doesn't mean that I back down or I run from anything. That just means I'm looking for bigger, better, greater. And when I see somebody operate on a level below who I am, unfortunately, I have to keep moving. This is the wrong time to be distracted by a distraction. I don't care if they own this broadcast. I don't care who it is. I'm trying to let you know you need to do what you got to do because your future is at stake right now. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. It takes place in the 7 o'clock hour. My primary focus is on personal growth, personal development, and self-awareness. I believe that if you ground yourself, it will bring you forward so that you can make a choice and a decision in regards to the things that concerns you. Many of us, we just caught up in a flow. It's like a cycle. It's like a vacuum, right? We're caught up. Some of us, we're losing at this thing called life. It's not our fault. It's just that we done had some wins, some small victories, right? But we want more. We desire more. We want more out of life. More importantly, we want more out of the things we participate in. But you not gonna get that more until you ready to give more. And for many of us, we don't know what to give more in. So that's what I'm here to help you with. I'm going to start this thing up. Let me hit this other light, bright light, bright light. And I'm ready to go in, right? So I want to give the Invisible Crown the proper introduction. The Invisible Army, they showing up, right? What is the Invisible Army? That's the army of angels. There is angels out here moving around. And if you are available, I guarantee you that angel will come in and provide you with what you need. I know some people can't speak my language because I talk fast or I talk this way, that way. Well, listen to me. Give yourself an opportunity. I guarantee you'll receive more now than you ever received because you was open today. This broadcast has been broadcasting over the past 4 years, and I have seen nothing but growth, and not just myself, but in the things around me, the people around me. One thing I will do a recap. What would I recap? I will recap a little bit, right? Because I don't want to lose the story that we was at. On Saturdays, we do something called the Rude Awakening. It's a little more direct. It's a little more like in your face type stuff like this, but it gets the job done, right? The way I speak is how I speak to myself, right? And as me being a self-empowerment coach, I'm not here to just empower you. I'm here to empower me, give you some tips, some tools, and some techniques that you might can use to not only keep yourself from being snagged by foolishness that's going on around you, but also to be a leader for the people that's being sent to you. There's some people that's watching you. You don't know, but your name is being brought up in rooms you haven't even entered into yet. What do I mean by this, right? Some people, oh yes, my name is being brought up. I'm about to be prosperous. Oh my God, yes, they bring my name up. What happens when the enemy brings your name up? What happens when your name being brought up for foolishness and you haven't seen none of this? You haven't went in this room, but your name is in that room. People talking about you, talking about your business, talking about what they sing. Yeah, I heard this. That's the I heard room. And what I'm trying to let you guys know is, please don't walk in a room that you ain't ready for. For many of you, stay your tail out them rooms, even though they talking about you, even though your name is being brought up. Only thing that's going to make the difference is you're going to have to be great. When you are great or on the path of being great, you have to have hate. Hate has to balance you out. It's not what's done to you. It's how you respond. It's how you respond. For many of us, we need to be proactive. But guess what? We've been trained, certified, skilled to be reactive. Reactive can cost you. Reactive, right? Reactive meaning, welcome back, right? There you go. Here come that person out. We have to stop that. So I'm here to shut that down. I'm gonna do some things, my music going, and I'm gonna pray. You got that? Peace and blessings, everybody. No shade. This is a new day. No shade. This is a new day. And if you guys knew what I go through just to be here every day, one thing I have to give an account to, and that's this seat that I sit in. What am I saying? You have to give an account to the seat you sit in, the role. Many of you play a role in other people's lives or in an environment. And if handle your seat the proper way, God will remove you from that table. Stop right there. Some people will be removed from that table. Others, you will have a seat at the table. Many of us, we wasn't the first to be chosen. Let's just be clear about that part. Somehow our name did not come first. You're going to understand this in a minute. Our name did not get brought up to say, hey, you know what? Let me call this person. They seem like a good fit. No, it was actually in the reverse. You will not be a good fit. People don't like you because of your attitude. People don't like you because of your lips. They don't like you because of your butt is bigger than theirs. What am I saying? I'm saying you gonna have hate, and some of you don't even look at yourself as being sexy. Well, guess what? Look at the other people that's drawn on to you. Why you? I'll tell you why you. It's because you don't complain, because you smile no matter what. You don't look at your outside condition. You too busy dwelling on what's going on the inside. That's where God is located at right now. I'm trying to tell you something. What do you think about your God is the exact same as your God think about you. For many of us, we ask ourselves, oh God, what do I think about my God? He's a mighty God. I agree with you. He's a strong God. I agree with you. He's an awesome God. I agree with you. Now, what do you think about you? If you think that way about your God, but then somebody said, well, what do you think about you? It should be, I'm awesome. I'm amazing. I'm great. Because what I'm connected to is connected to me. Many of you just missed this one. What am I saying? This went right over your head. When you ask yourself, what do you think about your God? When you ask yourself, what do you think about your relationship? Forget that religion stuff. Let's go with relationship for 1 minute before I get started. Let's just go relationship. What do you think about your God, right? And some of us, we got to sit back. I thank God every day. I didn't ask you if you thank him every day. What do you thank him for? I said, what do you think about him, right? For many of us, we've been around a long time that we could sit here and draw the conclusion based on the things that you see in your life. What do you think about your God? What's up, Carrie? Peace and blessings all day. Yeah. And once you've done with what you think about your God, the next question is, what do you think about yourself? Because if you don't say the same thing, then that's a problem right there. And many of us are not confident in what we believe in. You see, your belief system, right, is what dictates your behavior. Right? Your behavior, your belief system is what dictates your behavior, and your behavior is what dictates your belief system. But for some of us, we have not patched into the source. We have not patched in to say, hold up, you mean to tell me I play a role in this? Absolutely. You play the only role in this, but many not going to tell you this. There's no one job to teach you here in this world but you. But for some reason, we done trusted everybody with this particular role. Some of us, we want to be involved in something and we give 15% to what we involved in. That is terrible. You already set yourself up for destruction. That's like getting in a car with no insurance and you're not allowed to drive. It will not work. But how many things have you participated in where you was a little curious, right? Well, some of us, I'm talking like bi-curious, right? Some of you get trapped up in a, let's just go on in. Let's just go on. Let me go deeper. For many of us, we have played the stupid role in life for so long that the only thing that's going to bring some clarity is we got to call it like it is. Some of us, we done messed up in life over truth or death. And grown people, I went and seen grown people still playing, let's play truth or death. It's like, are you still serious playing this game, this foolish stuff? Let me tell you how to win the game called life. Don't play. You won. Don't play and you win. For many of us, we done played too many times. And that's why we want to see other people lose. It ain't that you want to win. You want to see somebody lose. But if you want to see Adonis D. Johnson lose, you're going to be waiting a long time. I done lost at so much. It's amazing that people still try to get in my face, still try to throw shots at me, still try to hit me with the whole little, you know what I'm saying, thing. Still try to sit here. And I'm just sitting here. I done seen it all, done it all. Been there, stuck there, want to get from there, but I didn't move from there. And I didn't move from there for many of you. I stayed in some very uncomfortable situations. I put myself in places I could have been got out of. I sat down in this seat. And do you not know people think I'm in a wheelchair? They think I sit down all day. You have no idea what I go through behind the scenes on the background just to make sure that I could come here busting with nothing but energy, nothing but power, nothing but proactive to get us what we need. If you gonna be a bridge, don't expect people not to walk over you. But guess what? You ain't going over me until you first certify. You gotta first validate. You gotta have power and authority to get your butt over here. Other than that, life will bring you right back over here, just like that. And I don't wanna be embarrassed. Right? I don't want you to be embarrassed. Many of you gonna get your fire lit, but somebody gonna come on and they gonna put that little fire right out. And why you think the song like this little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Many of you ain't had that little light shining in so long. Come on now. That little light, you ain't had that light shining in so long. You ain't even tried to light it because people keep blowing it out. People keep blowing it out. Let me get us up and going. Let me get us moving now. Listen, I don't come play with you. Please don't play with yourself. I'm not playing with you. I need results, okay? I need results in my finances. I need results in the people that operate around me. I need results even when it come on this broadcast. Yes, we gonna get some stuff here and there. Stuff gonna go right. But at the end of the day, when God calls your name and he shifts you, he might call you. And you has to move. You not going to stay here. I said, when that train hits your stop, you better get off on your own. Because when my time comes, I'm gone, right? I'm not going to miss what's for me. But I tell you one thing, a lot of us miss what's for us because nobody constantly you better constantly remind you, are you prepared for it? Soon as we get a little pair of shoes, soon as we get a little car, we get some rims, soon as we get our little hair done, our little new makeup person, I got me a new makeup person, we want to go tell everybody. Not in this season. They're going to be some battles. You ain't seen battles till you sing the behind the scenes battles, right? The behind the scenes battles is like dealing with yourself. And terms that you got to let some crazy people go, and that can hurt, right? But I'll take that hurt. I'll take that hurt because that hurt can heal, right? But one thing I ain't going to do, I'm not going to stay here stuck, and I'm not going to be stagnant. What's up, everybody? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. This is just something different for different people. I'm real about it, right? Yes, I am from South Side of Chicago. Many people are from the South Side of Chicago too. We speak an urban language that goes way beyond, but one language we speak with is our eyes. This right here, right? I know somebody listen. My point is that listen. As soon as you say listen, God's ears open up. What are you saying? Do you know what you just want relief? What do you want relief from? You want relief from the choices and decisions that you made. No, it don't work like that. You got to get back in that ring, and you have to make another choice and decision. Okay, you got to make another choice and another decision. Let me kick my music, because I can't go no further without the spirit, because I know it's a little heated up in here, and I want to go left, and I can't go left right now. I want to say some stuff, and you have no idea what I want to say. Okay, I need the spirit like that. All right, peace and blessings. Thank you guys for joining in while we getting ready and getting prepped. Y'all know I got a skate jam coming up. We got a skate jam coming up. I try to do stuff to bring these people together. I'm really over it, but at the end of the day, I'm in it to the last. One thing I learned about Adonis Johnson is I will bet my last on everything that I will bet everything that I have on what I believe in. And unfortunately, I have seen results because I'm a risk taker. I believe that your growth comes with the risk. And many of us, we're afraid to lose. Guess what? You done lost already. You done lost your mind. You done lost that time. You done lost the one that you really should have been with. They gone. Okay, many of you had him. You had him. He was good for you. You just didn't have you. Let's just flip this. Oh, I had her. It was on and popping. And that moment, it showed me who I wasn't. A lot of us, we want something that's always at the top, but you have to realize you was not the person you are today. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? This ain't a preaching thing. This is a real moment right now. You are much better than you was then, but you thought you was on and popping back then. You hear me? Because if you was who you are right now, you would not have spent your time with them. You would not have sit here and allowed someone to come into your space like that did. Better yet, some of you, let me be honest with you, here go a rude awakening. You didn't realize you had to step it up until somebody let you in their house. And when you came in their house, you looking like, damn, something is like, whoa, who you praying to? What do you do? Anybody else do you do? Like I get asked this all the time. You know what? I done got to the point where I don't know. All I know is God used me, and God has definitely put his hands and his power, his strength. He put it in me, and I don't know what to do other than to give it to people that I truly believe deserve more out of this thing called life. If I can assist you to be better, then to God be the glory. That's where I'm at with it right now. It's not going to be about money with me. It's not going to be about things with me. It's not going to be about the outside with me. Even though you need those things too. Trust and believe me, you need something to stand on. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you now. I ain't gonna act like you don't need something to let a person know every now and then. Let's be clear, right? I might talk a lot, but the scripture says you could tell a tree by the fruits. You could tell a human being by the things they do, the conversation, the people they connected to. Some of you, your wealth is not in you, it's in who you connected to. That's for right there. I love the people I'm connected to. Most importantly, I go hard for you guys because I believe virtually that you guys are chosen people. I believe we so chosen that people got to come to us. I believe that all you are leaders. You're going to have to lead them, because before you can lead anybody, you're going to have to lead yourself. You cannot do this thing called life in the world. The spirit. I didn't say religion. You can live without religion, but with the spirit, you need. And that's why he sent me here. He sent me to show you what it looks like to sit here and be on fire. Anything anyway. It took for me to find me, and then me had to go look and say, God, listen, I need to understand this relationship a little bit better. How this thing work. I need to know what to ask for, when to ask for, and why I need to ask for. Today, I want to call time out you guys. Call this time out with me for a second, and let me show you what God can do in us and through us if we just make time for it. And today we're going to make time. So let's call a timeout on the battlefield. What's the battlefield? The battlefield is called life. That means, listen, hold up, coach, time out. Now it ain't looking. Ain't looking right. Who can I call on right now? Can't call on nobody. I got beat down. People laugh in my face. At the end of the day, they talking about me behind my back. Come on now. I got nines. I got even more than that. I got so many knives stuck in my back, and I'm still trying to help people that tried to hurt me. Don't y'all understand what I'm saying? Don't act like what I'm saying is foreign to you. You going through the same thing. You just ain't got nobody to talk to about it. I don't have nobody to talk to about it either. But somehow I patched in with something called I Am My Life Coach. It is a mental health, self-awareness tool that allows me to ground myself. And when I ground myself, you will be amazed at some of the conversations you hear. People are really playing on you. They think you're stupid. Actually, you act stupid. Okay, many people play you like you're dumb. That's because you just go with the okie doke. This is when it stopped right here. This is clarification right now. So I'm going to call on God that calls on me, and I'm going to call on my relationship because I can't talk to you without my relationship being present. So, Father God, I come before you right now, God. I come before you right now, God, just first off telling you who you are. You are an amazing God. You are wonderful. You are loving. You are kind. You are powerful. You are mighty. You are strong. You are forgiving. Come on. You are merciful. You are sovereign. Come on now. There's nothing you can't do. You victorious, God. And I'm applauded by that. I am such a fan of who you are and who you have always been. Not just in my life, come on now, but in the lives of people around me, God. This is a real moment. I just want to we love you. We love you. We love you with the power you provide us with right now. We find no wrong in you. We find no wrong in you. You teach us even when we are unteachable. Come on now. You find a way to get it to us. You find a way to provide us with what we need. You provide a way to allow us to go to the next level. And for that right there, we give you glory, God. Thank you for the alternate route. Thank you, God, that when we're sick, you provide us with everything we need. Even if we're sick of people, we're sick of the conversation. Find a way to take us from that. You find a way to put us in the right place at the right time. Some of us, we don't know why we on hold or why we in isolation, but while the battle is going on, we recognize you preparing things for us right now that we don't even understand yet. We can't even handle yet. But thank you, God, that in spite of all what we want, it don't work like that. We thank you, God, that you are providing us right now. You are our provider right now. You are our resource and our source, our strength, our helper. Come on now. You are renewing us. You're refreshing us. You're restarting us. Come on now. You're realigning us, right? You're calibrating us. Let's go. You're resetting some of us. Yes, God. Thank you for everything. Everything you are doing in us and through us. You define us. And today, God, forgive us for any and everything that you any and everything that we have done knowingly and unknowingly, God. There's no other God. There's no other God but you, God. You are the living God. And we thank you, God, to come into your presence as we are, but we don't expect to leave the same way. One way in, another way out. And we thank you for the transformation process right now. Thank you, God, that you're growing us. Thank you that you're pushing us to bigger, better, and greater. You're taking us to places we ain't never seen before. You're taking us to places that we ain't never touched the ground, but thank you, God, that you're giving us a vision. And with that vision, you are allowing us to be leaders in the natural realm. So thank you for that right there, God. Thank you for removing and disabling anything that can hinder us or hold us, even if it's ourselves right now, God. We give everything over to you because you are God, but we want to do our part too. So today, we stand mighty and strong because of you, God. We stand here, God, to give you glory because you are God. We need you in ways that we can't even speak of right now. We need you in our homes. We need you in our bodies. We need you in our families, in our relationships, God. Come on now. We need you in our hearts right now. So we're straight, God, but the only one that can bring us back is you. And today, God, we show up because you called us to show up today. So, God, I ask that your army of angels will fall fresh right now. We are at an invisible table an executive table right now. God, we here so that we can advocate, we can petition on behalf of others, we can speak on behalf of our family members that need things. We here to stand in the gap on their behalf. Thank you, God, that you're using us to speak on behalf of our communities, our friends, our family members. We don't want to call them out their name because I'm sure they don't know what they're doing. Just like we didn't know what we was today in your presence. This is all that matters right now. All that matters is that we here. All that matters is that we here. All that matters is that you're strengthening us with wisdom, knowledge, and you providing us with understanding. Everything is at the table right now. Deliverance right now. Thank you, God, for allowing us to get a seat, preparing a seat and a table in the presence of our enemy, God. But we're going to need some insight. We're going to need to know who the enemy is. And if the enemy is into me, give us the strength, God, to block, to fight. Come on now. Give us the resources we need so we can handle that thing. We don't want to mess ourselves up. But if you're calling us to go into places that we ain't never been, God, we ask that you will surround us with the right people that's prepared to do the right thing. And that is to give your name glory, to give your name glory, to give your name glory, honor, and praise. And this is in Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Man, we're being called to some places. And notice, why are we being called to these places? To give him glory. How? Through you. Some of you going to stand so strong. That's God's glory on you. You're going to have to check some people. I don't care how you check them, to be honest with you. But at the end of the day, you cannot lose your position. All right? You're going to have to hold your position because people going to have to honor God. And the only way to honor God is to honor you. This is why it's so important when it comes down to what you think about God. I didn't say what you think about my God. It's what you think about your God. Because if your God sent me in your presence, then you better thank your God that you ain't sitting here by yourself. Because for me, I had to sit by myself. I ain't had nobody to talk to. I sit here and went to the church and they told me they gave me an appointment 8 months later. Now, some of you've been around so long, you think you can make a phone call. Make that phone call because you done caught a flat. Make that phone call because you need $50. Make that phone call because you need something more personal, a relationship. And let's see how far you get. Many of you, I get it. You done went over and beyond for everybody. I get it. But who told you to do this? Common sense could never tell you that. That's why people lack what should be common. See, we like to pretend like we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Ain't nobody told you to do that. You see, we want to be rewarded, and that's why we feel depleted and empty, because there was no reward in that. There was no honor in that. There was no glory in that. All that was in that was so you can trip and stumble and make a fool out yourself, thinking that you're more than what you really are. You get what I'm saying? Thinking that you're more than what you really are. I don't need to be more. I just need to know what I'm really in, what I'm capable of doing. Many of you feel full of potential. But if you don't know how this thing works, then you never can call out for what you need, which means you will live an unfulfilled life, not even having what you should have had. If you don't know your power, you don't have no power. But for many, we don't know the power. And then we are so powerless, right? Powerless when God is calling us to be wireless. See, some of you want to be hooked up in crews and groups, and you want to be, you want to pledge in and feel like, man, I got to jump over huddles and I got to do cartwheels. I got to run outside butt naked. I got to drink. I got to wear this little Proby shirt. Y'all want to be initiated into God's presence. Come on now. Are you serious? You want to fill out an application to be connected to the Creator, and then you walk around here thinking you more than what you capable of being? Come on now, there's no application with your God. First off, let's just go ahead and nip it in the bud. None of us asked to be here. You ain't asked to be here. None of us asked to be here. Nobody asked to date you. Then again, nobody said, are you ready to date whatever it is you think you about today, or mate, whatever you want to call it, right? But somehow we jump in. Let's give it a shot. Let's give it a try. You know, I really like going here. It makes me feel. God don't have nothing to do with you and your feelings. But see, that's personal stuff. But when it comes down to personal, do you not know when you make something personal, that means it have the power and you don't? You see, this is why a lot of us end up as the victim, because we give power to what makes us feel good. Well, this is when I lose a lot of you at this point. Let's go. This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. What do I come to do? I come to melt down anything. I think that we need to be refined, restarted, and revived. That means going to the gas station, filling up your tank because you won't eat right now. Not to mention, you, in order to get something different, you have to do something different. Why not make yourself available for yourself today? Put all your attention back on you personally, right? This is about personal growth. People are going to always have a problem with your personal growth. They want to know, if you're reading a book, what you reading? Don't worry about it. It's for me. It's not for you. Everybody trying to hijack you, right? Hijack your man. Jump on in and drive your plane and take you wherever they want to take you. This ain't no we thing. We is spelled W-E. But if you take the W, turn it upside down, it spells me. And that's where the power is at. That's where the treasure is at. It's in me. Now, guess what? If you walked around every day and say, who gonna help me discover the treasure in me? Because I'm looking for it. I'm looking for bigger, better, greater, and I know it's in me. I believe the one that's best for you is the one who bring out the best in you. That's all I'm saying. I believe that the one who is best for you is the one who bring out the best in you. But see, some of us, we like to be around people who test you, who stress you, who sit here. They don't know how to bless you unless you sneeze. God bless you. Man, shut up. I don't need that. You know, and I will talk a whole nother. I'll tell you all about that whole when you sneeze and belch, say excuse me, because you uttering words out into the world you don't know, right? And I want to recap. I got an amazing recap I need to do, right? So I'm going to do my recap on what I was speaking on, right? And that's an amazing thing. I like to use the scripture because I see the scriptures a different way. I believe that a lot of us is taught to read like this, right? Well, for me, I read backwards sometimes. Sometimes I got to flip words, play with words, do all type of stuff, right? Even when I wrote my book, I Am My Life Coach, I was going forward with that thing. And somehow I couldn't go forward no more. And what did God tell me to do? He told me to do the same thing he told you to do. Go to the end and write the end of this story. So what am I saying to you right now? You're going to have to write the end to this little wherever you at right now. Your goodbye can be the realest moment today. Goodbye to something. I'm not talking no little slogan. A lot of us, right? That's why stuff don't stick, because ain't nobody going in and making sure you going in with them. I'm not trying to teach you. I'm just encouraging you to teach yourself. See, I'm a self-help teacher. That means I'm teaching me. And through teaching me, I become a leader. But I'm connected to other leaders, which will be you. So it's leaders leading leaders to leaders. So now that you understand you're in a leadership role, what makes you a leader? A vision. For who? For you. When you have a vision, that's what makes you a leader. But for many of us, we struggle on a vision, right? So we never in leadership, right? So we go look for others, right? That ain't looking for you. Let's be clear about this. I want to shoot down anything that will hold you up from getting what you deserve. One thing that will hold you up is everything that you need don't need you. You better get that. Well, everything that you need, don't think it needs you. What am I saying? This is an inside job. I'm talking about the God you connect to, whatever you call him, Jehovah. Jehovah, the ba at the end means a hook, just like Christ. Whatever you put Christ to, you are connected to it, right? If you notice with the cross, let's just go with the cross. Up, side, this side, this side. What does that mean? That means it's balanced. No matter if we go this way, this way, this way, this way, it's balanced. Yes, God. Let those that have ears balance to hear the truth. Let them hear it. Everybody don't want the truth because the lie that they living in seems like it gives them more kick to it. And they overworking themselves. This is when you can stop right here. Today, guys, kick your feet up. We on one right now. Let me change this music up real quick. Because for some of us, I'm finna recall some stuff, right? Notice that when you get a call, right? And once that call is done, when you sit back, you got to recall. He said, recall what he did for you the last time. Recall what he told you. Recall what you felt you can do and you did it. Recall when you got your credit back on track. Recall when you thought that you was going to another level and you did that. Some of you don't have to recall, right? You have to recall this back. Now, some people, you're going to have to recall some other people on what they said. Remember you saying what you said? I recall you saying this. What am I saying? Clarification is very key at this point. Moving forward, this is stuff that needs to be embedded inside of some of you. This ain't for everybody, but this is for somebody. And if it's not for you, then please make sure that somebody else gets it. All right. This room is well balanced, but it's so balanced that I don't care about your feelings. Somebody else don't care about your feelings. Anybody in here in this room, I can guarantee you they can care less about who you are, what you are, and what you have, which means we all have our own goals, and that should be the primary focus at this point. That means you shouldn't be upset with me because my goals is not your goals. And for many of you, I'll probably not even on your goals list because you ain't on mine. But one thing that is on my goals list is that I will always give the best that I have to whoever. And what am I saying? That is the beacon of light that God has blessed me with. That go to recall. For some of us, we're going to have to revise the plan. I wrote this down. Come on, Carla. I see you here. Y'all going to make sure y'all tune in, follow Carla. Ask Carla, right? I'll be speaking on her podcast April 7th. I believe that's Thursday. Y'all make sure y'all tune in. Some of you, you're going to have to revise. That means you had the plan, but it did not work at that time. This is a new time. Every year repeats itself like a cycle. For many of us, you tried that. You tried that person. It's almost like your kids. I did that already. Do it again. What am I saying? You have to revise now, you guys. We have to clarify a little more. What am I saying? I'm just going deeper. If I can change the narrative, right, it changes everything. You change one thing, it changes everything. And that's all I'm saying to you guys is it will bring out the best in everything that's around you. This doesn't make sense that you're the only one walking around with light and everybody else is stumbling over you. They shouldn't be stumbling over you. They should be coming to you correct, right? Many people don't come correct. What's going on YouTube? Peace and blessings on everybody that's logging in on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe all day, right? For some of you, you need to rebrand yourself. Rebrand, meaning you branded yourself, but it did not work. You branded yourself in the wrong way. Your ignorance done jump out. People don't like you when you show up. People see you coming and they run. And guess what? The glory of God is on you now. Unfortunately, when you did that little oops or whatever you thought and had your moment, the glory of God left you. And you've been without. So what am I saying? Rebrand. That means I have to do something today on this broadcast to put us all back in position. Some people, you need to come in from the right wing. Others going to need to come in from the left wing. Others going to need to come in from the north wing. And the others going to need to come in from the south wing. We're going to build this cross out. But I'm going to tell you one thing for certain, two things for sure. I know exactly what I'm talking about, even if you don't. Okay? For others, let's go. Reactivate. That means when you activate it the first time, things that jumped off, you the one who shut everything down. You shut your heart down. You shut your love down. You shut your emotions down. You went straight cold. Now, guess what? How long are you going to stay here? You did that because of crazy that was around you or your family member. You played like you was broke, didn't have no money because they never do nothing for you. Whatever you done, right? You shut yourself off. God can't use an off person. You're going to have to reactivate. That's a lot of power that you have. And that's also a lot of power that the other individual have over you. What angers you controls you. What has your attention is taking too much of your power. If you don't put your power back on you and the God that's in you, the Christ above you that connects to the Father that's over him, then you understand this. I don't care how true this might sound, how confusing it might be. At some point, it makes sense to somebody, okay? Reactivate, Janine. For others, restart. That means you started, but you did not finish. You didn't finish because you got to an area and you lost your motivation. You lost your momentum. You lost your drive. I get it because sometimes you can start something and you get to a certain point and you just feel like, man, what am I doing? Right? You got to restart. Restart over, right? I had a dream one day. I told someone this. I had a dream that my name got called, right? It's like this ladder that was going up in the sky and it was going to the 100th floor. And every 10th floor, there's a prize. So everybody picture this with me, and you go through this with me as well. There's a ladder. Ain't nothing but people down here. Let's get ready and make that climb. So we climbing up, right? Come on, everybody's climbing up. We get to the 10th floor, right? Everybody get a gift. Y'all ready to move? Come on, Gwen, Janine, let's roll. We walking up more, Isha. We get to the 20th floor. There's another gift. Everybody get another blessing. This is when you start losing people. We going up now even more, right? You get to the 30th floor, there go another blessing. Grab that blessing, Desiree. Desiree, you got that blessing. Come on, y'all. We going to the 40th floor. Here's the problem. When you was down on the ground level, it was noisy. When your name got called, everybody's like, ah, right? And you looking like, oh, my name, like the price is right. Come on down, right? So everybody run down, it's my time, right? The higher you go up, the silence it gets. Now you don't hear nothing. This is some of our issue right here. We going up this ladder and you don't hear nothing. Didn't I tell you it was going to be a silent victory? Didn't I tell you it was going to be a battle? Nobody ain't going to hear you. You're going to have to fight. Nobody knows what you're fighting on, Sonya, behind it. But you don't hear nobody. Some of you, nobody ain't finna see you. You put on your best outfit and don't nobody see you. Right? You ain't finna meet nobody. Remember, we climbing this ladder. So we on the 40th floor. We climb up more. Right? We get to the 50th floor. There go your gift. Grab your gift, Tamika. Come on, Sharon. Come on, grab your gift, Kelly. We on the 50th floor climbing the ladder. Right? But we don't hear nobody. And for some of you, Jackie, we look down. And when we look down, we get scared, and you start climbing back down. I said we going to the 100th floor, but you start climbing back down because now you scared that you gonna fall. Yeah. Stop right here. The Spirit is speaking. Listen. Stop, look, and listen. Long as you looking for bigger, better, greater, you looking up, so you climbing up. But the moment you notice you not hearing people clapping or hearing people chanting, you get nervous. And you start worrying about falling. So instead of you falling and somebody laughing at you, you would rather climb back down. And for many of you, you climb back down to 40. Remember, you got something at 40, but now you don't have nothing at 40. That was 40 years old. You climbing back down now. You 35. You at 30. You got something at 30. But ain't nothing now going down. You going backwards. And some of you going backwards, but still looking forward. Looking up, but going back down. And now you can hear people talking now. Woo, here they come. I wonder what they got. And you going down now. Some of you are entering into your 20s, climbing back down. You didn't finish and get what God told you to get up to. You coming down because you don't want to fall. So you see, let me be honest with you. It don't matter if you fall from the 10th floor, the 20th floor, the 30th floor, the 50th floor. A fall is a fall. Do you understand what I just said? A fall is a fall. But no, you want to climb down. Now you down in your 20s. Some of you had your child at your 20s. That was the gift. Soon as you climbed up to 20, you got pregnant. 30, you supposed to got married. 40, you supposed to got the house been certified. 45, you supposed to retire. 50, you supposed to be cruising through life around the world with nothing but stamps on your passport. But many of us done messed this up. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I messed it up tremendously. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I let people talk me down. What's your excuse? I bet you let somebody talk you down. What you say you're gonna do? I don't see how that's supposed to happen. Let me tell you something. Don't play with me, y'all. Let me get this music back on. Let me get this music back on because I believe y'all feeling this right here. And I ain't even got to my word yet. Ain't there something? So what he say? Some people, you're going to have to revamp your plan because everybody ain't going. You tried to make your girlfriends and them go, girl, you so good at this. She sloppy. She lazy. Go in her bathroom. She trifling. Come on, y'all. You better be honest. You don't want them as a business partner. One person got to fix everything, right? I'm talking about everything needs to be fixed. You need to be on point for some of you. Some of you, when you sit at the table, you bring the balance, but what you trying to balance is not balanced. It's one thing when you could come and bring balance, but you can't balance what's not balanced, okay? This is mental health. This is mental health. How do you stay mentally healthy? First off, mind your business. Second of all, make sure you keep your eyes on you every day and don't harm nobody else, especially me. Keep my name out your mouth. Keep my finances out your realm. Keep the best interest of who I am. If you see you sick, don't come around. If you see you got an attitude, stay where you at. If I ask you how you doing, don't answer. Hang up on me. My point is, don't poison me with you. That's all I'm saying. Don't poison me with you. All right? Now, some people got to revamp. I gotta finish this. Some people have to reconsider the fact of how much you came down that ladder. And now that you have to do it again, right? You didn't get off the ladder. You still on. God is still waiting on us. Some of you just right here looking at everybody like, hey, there goes my, oh, hey. It's still your turn. Ooh, this is good. This message should be called, It's Still Your Turn. It's still your turn to get what you have. They waiting on you. God had to put people here to see you get to where you're supposed to get to. So guess what? You got to reconsider. Others, you got to recommit. That's why we on this broadcast. Who you committing to? You committing to your damn self. Do you hear me? That's what I'm committed to. I'm committed to me. Bigger, better, greater. And the moment you don't resemble that, peace out. There you go. Because it ain't nothing, you can't contribute to goodness anyway. You don't deserve goodness anyway. I know what I bring. I know what I deliver. And I deliver it because of who I am. That's why I deliver it. Because of me. I'm the resource to the source. The same for you, Felicia, Sonia. We the resource of the source. So, but we got to handle this thing. This don't mean we finna fly up to the 100th floor. We got to climb like everybody else. And that's the hardest part, to have the Spirit of God on you. And it seems like it's more harder for you than everybody else. Ain't that something? Watch this. Too much is given. That's why you are being required. See, you have experience that other people don't have. Some of you done been slapped, kicked, failed. Something in you, God didn't just let you give up. Some of you, he would have been took you out. Heart attack, you been gave up. You done dated the worst. Some of you done locked in with some warlocks. You done got with some Muslims. You done attached yourself to a faith base that you know nothing about. You get what I'm saying? Knowing you was wild, hot thing, and you like to shake it. And ain't nothing wrong with that. But they want to not try to shut you down. And that's like, you like that. And ain't nothing wrong with being who you are. But sometimes it's too much for the wrong person. Too much for the wrong touch. You need the right person, right? You understand what I'm saying? Let's go. Others, you need to regather. He said regather. Meaning you need to regather yourself. You need to do an inventory check of who you are, what you are, where you've been, what you have. And at that moment, you will be right where you're supposed to be. Let's start climbing now. We at the 20th floor. Do we get a present? Do we get a gift, God? No, you don't. Keep climbing. You at the 30 point. Do you get a gift? No, you do not. But I tell you one thing, you better not look back. You better not look down. Because you understand what you left, right? Come on, y'all. Don't look down on me. Not at this point. See? Don't look down on me. That's what you should be saying. Some of you supposed to be so far up here, but your butt better not look down on nobody else. I don't care what they don't have. You get what you're supposed to have and get gone. I'm happy to know that you done made it, that you done crossed over, you done did what you need to do. You living in your Willy Wonka land. You living in whatever land you living in, okay? Get up that ladder. You on the 40th floor. 40th floor. Come on, y'all. Here go another one. He said you need to reignite. That means you needed to reignite your passion, right? You need to get on fire for God right now. I ain't talking about in church. I ain't talking about on a little Bible study. I know people get little prayer lines, everything like prayer line. It had to go personal. Now that you got it, you're going to have people coming to you. Your grandbabies, these little kids, they coming to you. But one thing you got to be ready for is you cannot act like you upset or mad at this point. What are you mad about? Times is changing. Laws is changing. If you out here chasing money, that go your number one problem. You don't have to chase money. You just need to be good over money. It's coming to you. But if you ain't good over it, then it's going to have a hold on you. And you're going to be chasing something that will never chase you. Come on, y'all. You got value, okay? But don't sit here and undervalue yourself. And the last one before I get into my word. Relaunch. Did I say relaunch? Relaunch, yeah. Revamp. Redo. Some of you, when somebody mess up your hair, I know I got a lot of ladies on that. When somebody mess up your hair, they got to go redo this, right? You ain't paying for what it is that you asked for this picture. They done gave you this picture. You told them, look, I want my braids to go this way and swoop around. How you ever had somebody get in your hair and do what they want to do, turn you around, and you hit that chair, and you look at that picture, and you look at you, in this picture, and me, this ain't what I asked for. I said, give me this. You gave me what you want to give. Now, here's how this going to work. Either they're going to redo, or that's on the house. And if you know what you know, I know people that got their hair done and took it down in 45 minutes. They paid for it. What happened to your hair? It's ugly. And they will take that, snatch that, peel that, pull that, and take that thing right out. And what am I saying? Well, at least somebody got to redo it. She ain't have enough time. What am I saying? You see? Didn't have enough time. But somebody will sit here and wear what they don't want. You ever wear, yeah, this ain't what I want. They're going to give me a free one. Sometimes it ain't about getting a free one. Sometimes it's about give me what I asked for. Or if you can't do it, then don't take my money and don't say you can do it. If you don't have time to meet the request, don't do it. Don't y'all hear something? Don't y'all hear God knocking on y'all door right now? If you not ready for it, right? Don't do it. Get yourself together, right? We on the 50th floor now. Soon as you get to the 60th floor, here come your gifts again. Keep climbing. Ain't nobody clapping for you, Kelly. Ain't nobody rooting for you, Jackie. Ain't nobody applauding you, Isha. Not at this point. At this point, ain't nobody praying for you. They don't even know your prayer request. I'm praying for you. Excuse me. What you pray for who? Me? What that look like? Well, I'm asking God. What are you asking him? Please, because you ain't asked me anything. That's what I'm trying to explain. You're going to ask God, but you can't come ask me how I'm doing. You can't ask me about my day. Come on, y'all. Y'all better be honest. I'm honest. Let's be clear about this. Because I ain't going to have nobody messing it up for me. And I'm saying, thank you. Thank you for that. You don't know how much this means. You don't even know how much this means to you. First off, if you got a pen in your hand and you write down everything that's going down with you, I guarantee you the problem is connected to the answer. The answer is connected to the problem. The solution is connected to the problem. 9 times out of 10, you're the one that's orchestrating how this thing gonna pan out. You're the one that's gonna decide if you're going up or down. Let's get into the recap, you guys. What's up? This is the Mighty Monday Meltdown. My name is Adonis Johnson. I'm the creator of I Am My Life Coach. Being a mental health advocate, I understand how to talk to myself. And in the process of doing so, I learned how to empower myself. Yes, people thought I was crazy till I didn't need them. People thought that, oh, he done lost it. He trying to manipulate people. I don't need to manipulate a person, but I damn sure need to manipulate this system. I was a part of the system. Many people are part of the system. You know, at the end of the day, it don't matter if you own Section 8 as a tenant or you're receiving the checks from Section 8 as a landlord. It's a system. You trying to get more money, many of you. I don't care if you're on the road trying to sit here and Uber drive. It doesn't matter if you're trying to get money or if money trying to get you. If you are the one that's trying as the consumer, or if you're the one that's sitting here that's getting the return back. It does not matter. It doesn't matter if you the drug addict or if you the drug dealer. You can't have an addict without a dealer. What am I saying? You can't have a cop without a robber. What am I saying? You can't be a doctor if nobody gets sick. What am I saying? If you would need a God, you need a God. That's all I'm trying to tell you. He's the manufacturer. But if you didn't mess up so much, then you wouldn't need to go to church. Because you will have a good idea of what you're doing before you do it. I know what I expect. Unfortunately, I'm not receiving the results. Obviously, I got to rethink this thing. I got to have a conversation with myself. That's how I developed I Am My Life Coach. Once I grounded myself, it was on from there. I've been checking and correcting people. I've been commanding and demanding. This thing been pushing me through. I've been really standing up to some people like, oh, so what that look like? I mean, what should I expect? You know, at the end of the day, somehow we always leave ourselves out. And there's nothing like being around somebody that can speak on your behalf. Now, what they get? Now, I need to make sure they I need to make sure they good. See, that's what I'm talking about. Call my name. Let me know. Hey, listen, you got me in the best interest of the conversation. No, wait, hold on. No. Let's give them a little more, right? Let your name come up. But guess what? For many of you, your name is in rooms that you ain't even walked in. Now, I know you think that's, yes, God. No, that's no God, because I don't want to walk in that room because there's no God in that room. And people are already gossiping about you. They didn't like you, don't know why, no reason why, no rhyme to the reason, but you still want to know, what did I do to them? Absolutely nothing, but your curiosity will be what hurts you. Curiosity is the spirit. Did you not know that? Whatever spirit you know is the spirit you become. Ain't that something? Whatever spirit you know is the spirit you become. So if you focus on good spirits, you will become the good spirits. If you focus on raggedy, trifling, thottish, ratchet spirits, that's what you are. That's what you resemble. That's the power of how it works. Okay, let's get on into this. I got to get you a word in here. I got to get you guys a word in here, man. I'm about to go off like fireworks, July 4th, fireworks. Listen, if you don't change where you at mentally, don't expect to be somewhere else physically. And when you look around physically and you see what's going on, first off, you created all of that. Everything that go deeper. Let's go. I'm going to go deeper. Everything that surrounds you, you built it. Okay. But if you built it, you also can tear it down. For many of you, you have to down what was built up. You built it up. And this is amazing. The Bible teaches you all this stuff. It says, with one hand, they build it up. That means one idea. I'm in love. And you build something amazing. But then as soon as something don't go your way, you in destructive mode. Who is this? The actual same person. The same person. This is why balance is so important, you guys. I ain't lying to y'all. I'm not lying to me. It ain't about lying to you. I'm not lying to myself. I'm not coming out the gate unless I'm bussing. That's the new word. Them 6th, 7th, 8th grade told me, they said, AJ, say bussing. I said, listen, unless I'm bussing, I ain't coming out the gate. And when I do, you better level up, man up, shut up, or give up. Because at the same time, I'm going to tell you right now, some people make me want to throw up when they think that they going hard. What are you going hard on? Because in words, people want to get you with words, and some people will be distracted by them words. Listen, you better impress me with something more than that. Talking about me is a waste of time. Talking about what I ain't, you ain't this, you ain't that. That's why, listen, I have already seen the point of no return. Okay? And God brought me back. I can brag on many people that's on this broadcast, and I will be okay and be happy because I know my work has touched some people, right? And if I didn't touch them, it touched somebody else that was connected to them. So my work is going out. So that's all I care about is that it's going out. But why do I say going out? Because if somebody can hear what I'm saying, then their life is going up the ladder. Bigger, better, greater is up. You get what I'm saying? To a higher level of what? Self-conscious. When you become conscious of the things you do, the things you say, the things people say. Why do they say what they say? What's the why behind the what? And then what's up with the results? What they shooting at? What's the target? A person that doesn't have a target will hit anything because they're shooting at everything. Are they greedy? Do they have the mentality of a pig? Right? Do they like to eat whatever? Me, I need something special every time. Special conversations, special friends. That's how business is supposed to work, you guys. We are living in an imperfect world, and that means we got imperfect people, right? We're not perfect, but we can be better because we practice. Practice does not make you perfect. Practice makes you better. And as long as we can be better than the foolishness that's coming to us, then we can stand up to any and everything. We don't run from evil. It's about time we address the evil that tries to knock at the door. What is it that you want? Evil. Evil one. What is it that you want? Why are you trying to disturb the atmosphere? Why are you trying to get on my nerves? What did I do to you? What do I owe you? Absolutely nothing. I knew this already, but they need to know this. This is what I'm trying to explain to you. When you hear me, hear you. Let's go, you guys. Here go to recap now. Recap. Let's go with the scenario. What I was talking about was Joseph. Joseph was thrown in jail. But listen to this. Before he was put in a jail cell, he was in a house with Potiphar's wife. They had a relationship that went beyond. What do I mean went beyond? That means he was the man of God. He had the spirit, and she was able to experience something with this man than she could with her husband. What am I saying? I'm saying whenever the spirit is involved, it's more intimate. It's more deeper. For many of you, people will draw on to you, but you don't need to draw on to them because they don't have the spirit in them that you crave. Many of us, we crave understanding. But other people lack knowledge. You can never get an understanding from somebody that lack the knowledge. Not the knowledge to open up a door. Lack the knowledge of how to treat a woman, how to address a woman, how to nurture a woman, how to prepare a woman, how to protect a woman, secure a woman. Come on now. You won't understand it. But if they lack knowledge, you ain't getting nothing but excuses and empty hands. Come on now. You don't have to ask for the money. He should be just giving it to you. And if he ain't giving it to you, he's at least he's working on it. Okay? It's coming. Hold your position. Okay? It's coming. It's coming. Any man gonna do what a man's supposed to do. But what is a man? What is a woman? God said, let's make man and woman in the image of God. Stop right there. He did not say, let's make a boy and a girl. See, a boy and a girl represents immaturity. A man represents spiritual growth. That's why it says personal growth and personal development. As long as you ladies are working on bettering who you are, then you will resemble the woman that God has created. That's the truth. Now, anything other than that, you have lied to yourself. You could say that and own that, and God will bless you on that right there. It's not how often you participate in little organizations and pledges. It's knowing who you are and whom's you are, because you working on you. And you don't need nobody else to work on you, but they can assist you as you assist yourself. See, you can assist me as I assist myself. But if I take my attention off me and put all my attention on you, then what kind of man am I? God said, hey, listen, I could build this foundation for two to live on. But for a woman to have her own little foundation, no man can live on your little foundation. That's just for you and your children, your offspring. You get that part? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. So let's go deeper now. Quality is an attitude. What makes up your attitude, Kelly? This is what makes up your attitude, Rhonda. Your thoughts, your will, and your emotion working together. That's why it states all things work together. Thoughts, will, emotion. It has to all be in alignment. Your thoughts got to say, yeah, I want this. Your will got to say, I'm all in. Your emotion got to say, and I love what I do. I can love what somebody else do, but I better love what I do more than what I love what they do. Ain't nobody finna love me more than I'm about to love me. Ain't nobody gonna bring me peace when I got peace already. Now, you could come in and keep it peaceful, but I'm not finna be dependent on what you have, and I ain't got nothing. And if anything, I'm gonna learn what you got so I can sit here and get it over here for me as well. Do you hear what I just said, Sharon? Okay, y'all. I'm with it now. So listen, Joseph and this girl, this chick, right? His wife, they got close. Now, many people always want to preach it and talk about she wanted to sleep with him. You don't want to sleep with her, and her will want to sleep with him. But at the end of the day, it was a covenant of them being around one another. And being around one another, they was able to learn from one another. But here's where I want to give you some attention on today. And that is when he began to explain, this is probably the only verse in the scriptures that I come to learn up at this point that actually tells the woman her role to what she vowed to. Like, look, you got, look, this is my situation. And see, a lot of times women think a man is weak because he ain't where he want to be, but he's in the direction of, right? I'm building. Look, this is where I'm at. God, listen, Lord, I'm working on something. I'm trying to get myself together because I want to be able to support what I'm doing and the things that I'm doing. I want to be able to build this, right? So he tell her, look, my master got me in control. Girl, you ain't gonna mess up what I got going on. Listen. And what he said is you vow to him. That's what you have, right? So guess what? He ended up running from the situation and left her there hanging. And for many other times, I said in the recap, sometimes you get left by yourself, and that's the wrong way to feel like. And you guys know, when y'all left by yourself, ladies, you will tear that whole damn house up. Come on now. You know when a person act like they just shut you down, you be like, what? At all I done? I don't fed. Now, I ain't going to say she fed him in the house. She ain't going to say, some of you wanted to be like, and she cooked for him every day. Of course she cooked. This her house. Right? Y'all ain't gonna hear. She made sure hey, Joseph, you okay? You need anything? No, I'm okay. Thank you. Right? That's just that common courtesy, right? But y'all want to act like y'all was there watching them with the binoculars, like, oh, look at her little thottish self. No, she didn't do that. They just built something amazing. What happened? He's left. And when the husband comes in, notice, this character was left out the picture for a reason. This is some of y'all baby daddies. He gone. Where he at? He gone, started a whole nother house. See, but y'all will get stuck in this whole little story. Joseph and Potiphar's wife. Listen, your baby daddy is gone out that house. So she was in the house by herself and somebody else is here. I don't want to bring no man around my children. Guess what? You don't even know if she had children. She might have children. He just probably didn't write it in the story. It's okay though. Let's just assume that she had children. Another man is in the house. The master, which will be God, the Father, put another man in this house with you. And some of you, I'm just trying to see if I bring around my kids. Is that the only thing you're trying to see? Is it going to work out with your kids? That's why a lot of relationships fall. Listen, don't you worry about no kids. They the extra test. They the bag up. Because if you can deal with these kids, obviously daddy done ran off. Okay, so you got to step and fill that gap. And he ain't been here 10, 15 years. Some people ain't never even saw their daddy. So at the end of the day, that's just like the ultimate test there, okay? But we ain't going to get to the ultimate test. You got to get past me first because I need communication. Ain't nobody been talking to me in so long. Ain't nobody been praying with me in so long. I ain't took no orders, no help. I've been in this house by myself for a long time. Okay, and I need to learn how to flex my ability. Unfortunately, I should have did it for him, but he was gone. So when he left, I didn't have no one to be nice to. Y'all get it? Relationship. That's what they built. Now, when he gave her a little update, she probably should have updated him back like, look, it ain't what it seemed like. I know y'all all had that ain't nothing what it seemed like. Don't play with me. Come on, y'all. Y'all gonna be honest. Look, it ain't what it seemed like. We together, but, it's like, come on, don't act. Okay, let's go in your 30s. Let's climb down a little bit. In your 30s, you ain't had no relationship where you had to give some caption of why you ain't with nobody. Well, I ain't with nobody because it's my choice, right? If you saying it's your choice, you ain't with nobody, at the end of the day, you ain't never been with nobody. It was all mental. I ain't with nobody. You never was with nobody. But it's about time you be with the right body. It's called yourself. Because I guarantee you, if you get another shot at this thing, you get another chance to shoot your shot, I guarantee you're going to come in full-fledged. You're going to be too damn much. Somebody else going to have to. I'd rather them tap out than you tap out. I'd rather them tap out because they can't level up and you just too much. I'd rather be difficult to deal with than easy to play with. Because I see and lay it out here like this. I ain't got time to be hiding. This is it right here. This is it. Some of us, we don't have no bag up. Some of y'all want to wait and I'm going to put this. No, this is it right here. This is all I got. Don't have no bag up. I fall off. I'm going to have to wait till some revival comes. I'm going to have to wait till I get back on. But at the end of this is it. Okay? So he left and ran. This is my recap. I got to go quick. He left and ran. But he left the door open for her to have a conversation with the man. And she changed the story. She changed the narrative, Kelly, Isha, Nicole. She messed up an amazing relationship, just like Delilah messed up the relationship with Samson. Samson, the man of God, with the Lord, laying on her lap every day. Hey, babe, where your power at? You got the power on your lap, girl. Don't you ask where his power at. You better ask where your power at. It's right there on your lap. That man is in love with you. You ain't in love with him, but he in love with you. Didn't I tell you, you gonna need something that ain't gonna need you? Ain't that something? And she messed that thing up. Okay? Let's go with the girl, Potiphar. Instead of saying to her husband, listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. You brought this man in this house. This man is handsome. Okay? He's a hard worker. Okay? You put him over everything. Why? It says in the narrative, three levels up, he had the favor of God on him. Okay? I fell in love with the favor of God that's on him. Just like you did. You put him over this house that you built. I put him over the fact of my future. So at the end of the day, I think we just good friends. And I really, really, really love this man. But I know I'm married to you. But I'm not going to lie to you. If he did say what's up, it would be on and pop. Just like that. And she could have said that. She might would have got tapped up a little bit. I don't know. Maybe it made him come home more. But what she do? She lied, right? She told the wrong story and messed him up and her up. This is where we got to grow up at right here. This is where we're going to have to revamp this story. This is where we're going to have to restart reactivate, revise, recall, relaunch, recharge, recommit, reconsider, redirect, resend, regather, and reignite. Y'all, don't you play with me. Somewhere down the line, you done messed up a story, okay? Or somebody messed up a story on you. And in the recap, I said we are right here. Somebody got the power to go to your next level higher, or the power to put you in a lower level. Somebody else. And Joseph was not a part of that conversation. Your name could be going on in another room. And based on that conversation, it's going to determine whether you're going up or whether you're about to go down. I don't care if you're going up in the sky. You better get ready to fly. Get your wings and put your parachute on. You heard what I just said? Because I'm telling you something. I'm going to close us out now. I'm going to close us out right here. Hold that thought. Let me put us on something that's going to land us right up out of here. If you about to go up in that sky, it doesn't matter to me. You better grab your parachute. And at the end of the day, we about to flap. You about to fly. But if somebody about to take you down under that water, you better put your scuba diving outfit on. Come on now. If you got to go back down to the sea, to the root, to the core, it doesn't matter to me, sister. So let's go. Genesis, right? It says Joseph, her conversation made him mad. That he put Joseph in a prison where the kings put people at. That's where we at. Some of us are in this prison. Let's be clear what the prison is. Because you're finna see something that's finna wipe you out. I gotta go quick now because I spent a lot of time teaching something else. Go down to Genesis 39. Genesis 39, right? I think that's 39. Genesis 39. Wait. Genesis 39, verse 20. Joseph's master took him, put him in a prison, the place where kings, prisoners were confined. Many of you had overseers. I don't care who your overseer was. It could be your mentor. It could be your teacher. Why do you think you need a mentor? Isn't it amazing that they have to oversee your affairs? Some of you are in a bad place because of them. I bet you wouldn't think that though, would you? No, you wouldn't. See, if you had a teacher, then you had to be the student. If you had a mentor, then you needed somebody to guide you out of whatever it is you in. Come on now, an overseer governs your affairs, okay? Okay, a king, right, is over stuff, right? He's my king, your man that you put in your life. God didn't put the woman over the man, okay? But you put an unqualified, capable man in positions in your life. He couldn't even give you direction. He couldn't take responsibility because at the end of the day, he played himself on the position because he didn't know any position. God is the only one that can certify that position. Come on, y'all. Y'all tried. Y'all took a gamble. We play the lottery all the time. Listen to this. And it says, and the Lord was, listen, and Joseph was placed in the prison. The Lord was with him. I don't ever want you to ever believe the Lord will not be with you wherever you at. That's why this has to be real. For some of you, relationship is the only thing you have. That's the only thing I have. I need this Christ thing to work, okay? That's why it says the Church of Christ. The Church of Christ. Whatever that name at the beginning, it always ends with the Church of Christ. Like Jesus Christ. Like Muhammad, right? And their last names be Muhammad's, the Muslims, they all get the last names. Our last name is Christ, okay? Okay. Higher self is a way of thinking. Watch this, you guys. It's, and the Lord showed him kindness. See, some of you can't handle kindness when somebody bring it to you. You so on the right. What? You can't even get ready for kindness? Somebody can't even be nice to you, Margie? Come on now. Please tell me, Sharon, somebody could be nice to you without thinking they looking at your panties. Come on now. They ain't looking at your butt. They ain't looking at your hips. Come on now. Somebody can be kind to you, okay? Or you can be kind to somebody else. Let's be clear. Well, here you go. It says, and they show kindness and granted him favor in the eyes of the prisoner warrior, the prison warden. That means somebody was over hell, okay? So hell is lower self. So when you talk about heaven and hell, we talking about conscious and lower self of being unconscious thinking, meaning we just allow whatever to happen. Oh, nowhere can't attract nobody because you ain't got your own attention yet. That's why. You only can pull according to who you are, not what you not. See, some people, we don't see the world as it is. You see the world as you are. It ain't about who you are. It's about what you're not. And some of you, you are not ready. You are not ready for another level. You're not ready for a bigger. You're not ready for a better. You're not ready to get greater until you look at where you at. And once you look at where you at, then you'll realize you got work to do. And then he will send you some help. Isn't that amazing? He will send you some help when you realize I got work to do. I don't care about nobody else. Take your eyes off of everybody and put them on you right now. Yes, God. Watch this. So the warden put Joseph in charge of all those held in prison. All mean people that's in prison. What you in prison for? Because of your mouth? What you in prison is too much. Like, I ain't in prison. It's called consolidate. What is it called? Confined, right? Trapped, right? Bondage, right? Strongholds. You got that? Addicted. Whatever it is you lust for. Whatever it is that you got a hold on you. Chicken, okay? Lima bean, dressing. I don't care what it is. All right? What ice cream, weave, makeup. It doesn't matter. It got a hold on you. You don't have a hold on it. It got a hold on you because you feel like you need it. It don't need you. Okay? That's prison. Incarcerated. Boom. That's what I was looking for. So check this out. So he said he gonna put him over everything there. The warden paid no attention to anything that was under Joseph's care. Ain't that amazing? That you could stop worrying because you got the right one now. What am I saying, Sharon? What am I saying, everybody on this broadcast? God is placing you in a position that nobody can question your position. You have full authority. I don't care if you in hell situations right now. I don't care if you don't have not a nickel or a dime. You are in full control. That's what I'm saying. I believe this. Okay? That's why it's important. You don't play yourself on this position. You might think they counted you out. They messed it up, or you messed it up. She broke up a good relationship. It never said they talked again, okay? And not to mention, he got out of prison. They was in a good relationship. It didn't just happen one day, and she decided, hey, I want to give you some. It took some time. It was worth, anything worth failing for is worth trying, okay? And even though she failed for going after the best. Some of you failed for the worst. And now you done messed around and let the worst put their mark on you. Come on now. Put their mark on you and you care about what the worst has to say. No, show me somebody that got it on and popping. That's who I care. What you think about me? I did some of my children. They interviewed each other and they had to give it, what do you think about me? And they had to write down what the other person was thinking about them. That was so super cool. They were like, I think you, it's like, wow. I wouldn't have known what you think about me if you wouldn't have told me. Some of you, this is important. So I'm done on this. I got to pray us out. Listen to this. Verse Genesis 40, and I'm done. Sometime later, the cupbearer, here's a title. The baker, there's a title, of the king of Egypt offended their master. How many people have offended you? And how many people you have offended? I guarantee you have offended more people than have offended you. That's crazy. And this is what gets you thrown in jail. Watch this. They offended them, right? And Pharaoh was angry with his two officials. There go the titles again. And the chief and the breaker. And he had them put in custody. And the captain of the guard put them in the same prison under Joseph, confined, incarcerated, because they pissed somebody off. Who you pissed off lately? Some of you done pissed off ComEd. You done pissed off your car company. You done pissed off your mortgage company. You keep on trying to modify. Your modification done ran out now. You done see who you made mad, okay? Let's be clear. You only can make mad somebody you in a relationship with. Some of you only in a relationship with your creditors. Ain't that something? You don't got no other relationship but with your creditors. And you have a problem with paying them. That's deep. Yay. Yes, God. And listen to this. And after they had been in custody for some time. So let's be clear. I don't know where you sitting at right now. But some of you been in this position for some time. Okay? At least I know I've been in here for some time. I'm ready to go. But some of you getting out before me. When Joseph came to them the next morning, they said that they were dejected. And so he asked Pharaoh official, who was the custody with him in the master's house, why do you look so sad today? We both had dreams, they answered, but there was no one to interpret them. Then Joseph said, do not interpretations belong to God, you see, they having visions, but they don't know how to interpret a vision from the manufacturer. The one who created them is their God. But God is giving them a vision because they was by themselves. They didn't have no vision till they got by themselves. Why didn't they have a vision before? Because they was too busy working for somebody else. Y'all get that? I'm done. They was too busy trying to please somebody else. They ain't had no vision on their own. They get by themselves and oh man, they can think now. You know what? I thank God for putting me by myself today. You know what? And they was upset because they now having visions and they don't even know how to interpret their damn visions. Y'all better get this. You mean to tell me what makes you a leader? A vision. It took for them, the best thing that could have ever happened to them was to be released by this man who they offended. Maybe they said to him, look, I'm sick and tired of you talking to me this way. Maybe they said, look, you need to pay some bills around here. Maybe they said, whatever they said, he said, who you think you're talking to? You know what? You can ride out, right? You can ride out. And boom, they was gone by themselves. And where did it happen for them at? By themselves. It took them to be by themselves for God to put them around somebody else that was speaking about himself, letting you understand inner concept. I am my life coach. First off, it's about what I need and what I can use. And if this conversation is not fruitful for me, then thank you, but don't waste no more time on me. Okay, now I get what you're doing. More power to you. Keep it moving over that way. But when we over here, make sure you have something you can provide me with. Other than that, tell me what's going on with you, and it's a possibility I might can provide you with something. But if we're around here to pretend, if we're around here to sit here and play family, fake relationship, if we're around here to sit here and see what I'm doing, if you're around here sitting here trying to manipulate my system, guess what? Then you are behind enemy lines at this point. And at this point, God said, my way, his will. And do as such as I see fit. Come on now. Y'all, we got to pray on this one and pray our way out of this right here. Father God, I thank you for this message that you've given us right now. I thank you, Jehovah, that you are our Father. You are our Jehovah Jireh, which is what? A provider. You provide wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. You provide strength, deliverance, and healing. You provide direction going north, south, east, west. Come on now. You realign us. You redirect us. Come on. You revamp us. You recharge us. You refresh us. You restart us. Let's go. You realign us. You reset us. Come on, y'all. I'm missing some. Let's go. You know the word that goes to you. You got to refresh this thing. Come on, y'all. You got to rejuvenate. Let's go. He the only one that can give it to you. You got to redo whatever that word that was for you. You got that word, but you better do it again. Do it again. You got to re-strategize. Let's go. Reconstruct the plan. Let's God. You giving it to us, God, and we're ready, but we need your help right now because some of us is depleted. Some of us are exhausted. Some of us are discouraged. Some of us, come on, I'm gonna be honest. We've been here too long playing with too many. We've been here too long, God, for some of us, and we getting a little antsy. I know you said be anxious for nothing. I get it. I got it. But Lord, we desire to be in bigger, better, greater. And some of us, we've been in this place for a minute. If you don't do it for me, God, I'm big enough to ask you to do it for somebody around me. Do it for anybody that's around me. Just do it for somebody. Let me know. At the end of the day, I realize we all on different notes. We on different frequency. If it ain't for me, then give it to who it's for. Let them elevate, but give them the protection that they need so they can keep it moving. Come on now. And I will give you glory, and I will honor you like I'm honoring you now. In Jesus Christ's name, amen. Peace and blessings, y'all. That's my time. Ignorance lose, knowledge wins. I hope you guys, I got an escape jam that's coming up May 1st. I'm doing this new. I'm trying this thing with Chicago. Now, I'm not gonna lie to you. It's tough. It's skating. So I'm trying to step out the box. You can get the tickets on Shopify. We're gonna be skating. Make sure you guys follow Carla. I'll be on her podcast this Thursday, co-hosting with Janine Rogers, talking about I Don't Smell Like Smoke. That's going to be amazing. I got another speaking engagement that's April 27. I try to stay up with that right there. You guys, we in an unfamiliar place. It's going to require something different. Stop trying to do the same thing that you done. We in an unfamiliar area right now. Joseph was never in that situation. The wife was never in that situation. She didn't know he was the man of God, okay? Her husband was not the man of God. He was. And when he came, that's where she was at. But she messed that up and they both broke, okay? And he went to another place and God was with him, but it was an unfamiliar place again. What am I saying? Stop acting like you know everything in an area you ain't never been. None of us never been in the day called today. We never seen nothing like this before. Some of you are further in life right now than you have ever been. You better stop, look, and listen. And I'm trying to tell you how this gonna work. You better ground yourself, and ground yourself again. And make sure that you don't let nobody infect you. What's out of you cannot hurt what's in you, okay? What you think about you is what is affecting you. And you better think you more than a conqueror. You better think you more than a conqueror. You better think you are amazing. You are strong because God put you here to be every bit of what you just spoke out your mouth. Do you hear me? Peace and blessings. I am my life coach. Y'all already know. Thank y'all, YouTube. Y'all know we put it down all day. Share the broadcast. Yep, that's my time now. And here's my